So you just drew the Imagine and Envision card here. First time that card's ever come out. So let's go ahead and see what this means for you. All right, so this is air energy of Imagine and Envision, which is page 37. I'm about to do your 12 houses reading in case I did not tell you that. This says imagination is at the core of any witchcraft practice. After all, if you are working towards some sort of goal, you have to be able to imagine it first. So this is not just witchcraft, but any craft. And unless you are lucky enough to be visited by an actual manifestation of God and Goddess, you probably have to come up with an image that represents them to you. We use imagination and visualization all of the time in prayer and ritual, spell casting and meditation. And just like any other skill in our life, using our imagination becomes easier with practice. So let your imagination soar today and every day. The divination meaning of this card is, this card wants to remind you to use your imagination. Are you limiting the solutions to a problem because you can't imagine possibilities beyond the obvious? Right there is what is at the core of this reading for you. Are you limiting the solutions to a problem? Okay, because you can't think outside the box. Maybe you are feeling discouraged and need to dream big about your future. Let your imagination roam and see what comes up. Then pay attention. Okay, so there's what is at the core of this message for you. Let's go ahead and do your 12 houses reading here and see what is going on. I hope all of you are doing well, that you're happy, healthy, and having some fun. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here. House 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All 12 houses are out here for you to start to connect to. If you have a specific question you want answered, please formulate that right now before I start this reading, so that as this reading progresses, you can receive the message that you need to hear, okay? All right, let's go ahead and see what's happening in your first house. And the first house is the house of Aries, as you well know, and this is about yourself, how you view yourself, how other people perceive you, what's happening in your personal space right now. You're feeling good. You feel connected. You feel comfortable. You feel surrounded by like energies, so people who understand you, people who get you, family, friends. I'm getting very peaceful. I'm getting, too, that some of you are healing after an argument or disagreement with somebody. So there's still that, you're happy that you're back together, but there's still a little bit of only time can help alleviate the rest of those energies. I am hearing sisterhood, family, close friend, your group, your tribe, definitely connected here, definitely connected. All right, so let's move into house 2 of Taurus, your value. How you value yourself, how you value money, how you value your relationships, the stability, the house that's ruled by Venus. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. We have the 9 of Pentacles, so you're pretty independent. You're pretty self-sufficient. Most of you have exactly what you need to have here, financially, emotionally, spiritually. I'm getting that you have more than enough. You're fine. You're okay. You don't just have a roof over your head. So like you're not living in your car, which would be a roof over your head. No, you're living in a comfortable situation here. I'm also getting with this Nine of Pentacles a sense of having broken free from a financial challenge or a lack energy. So again, there could have been a disagreement, disparagement, discrepancy here in the recent past that you were dealing with. You've broken free from it. I'm also seeing that you may have been contemplating moving on from something, a relationship, a job, or something. I feel like some of you may have, if you are close enough to retiring, I think you may have just gone ahead and taken early retirement or are about to. You're contemplating it at the very least. If this is about a relationship, most of you are choosing to heal from whatever may have been going on, but a lot of you see that there's value here in this relationship and you want to continue the relationship, but maybe not on the same level that it's been on. So if you were somebody that saw your sister or your BFF on a daily basis, you may not be doing it on a daily. It might be more, hey, let's get together on the weekend, or let's get together on Monday. There's definitely more freedom, independence, separation, but in a good way. There's nothing wrong here, but you've got your focus on something else. Some of you, it could be you've decided to take up a hobby. Some of you might be taking up a part-time job too. All right, let's go ahead and move into your third house, which is the house of Gemini. What is happening here in your communications, your day-to-day life, how you interact with each other. Are you using words and energy wisely? Let's go ahead. Oh, yeah. Again, now you've got the World card here, and I am hearing like finishing up something here, maybe letting a relationship evolve into what it needs to be now. There's nothing wrong. It's just not as much time being spent. Maybe you won't be able to talk as often, get together as often. See, I'm getting an image of me and my cousin 35, 40 years ago, where we used to get together almost every single day and have coffee. At some point that had to change. Life changes. I had to go get a different job. Our time schedules weren't the same. She moved further away. So life evolves. And I'm kind of getting here that may be what's going on. You still feel good. You still feel connected. I am getting a message of something to do with networking, which I know came out during your reading the other day, maybe even just yesterday, where you're feeling like you're in the right place at the right time, okay? And life is going to change. Anytime something new is brought into your life, life cannot remain the same. All right, so there is something here with the World card of things evolving, changing, shifting, moving forward. It's going to be a little bit different, and there's no sadness here. There always will be that, nostalgic feeling, but this feels more exciting than anything else. All right, let's move into your fourth house here of Cancer, which is ruled, first of all, by the moon. So that's your emotions. And this is about your home, your family life, and those closest to you. Oh, you may have a new person in your family. It could be a pet. It could be an in-law. It could be a child, like your child, a grandchild, a niece, a nephew, somebody new here. This feels nice. This feels nice. It feels like it finally has brought the balance that was like sought after. Somebody, maybe you, were seeking a grandchild, a child, to have a BFF that's maybe a sister-in-law, brother-in-law. Whoever this is, it feels really good. It feels very stable, something you can count on. It's new, but it definitely has some sort of connection already. So I'm definitely getting like, you knew that there would be a baby coming in 9 months. Now the baby would be here. Okay. Or you knew your brother or sister was going to get married and you would have a new sister-in-law, brother-in-law. So it's like the roots are already established, the connection's already there, but now it's like things can grow forward from here. This is a new beginning. I like this. I keep hearing the song, he has the whole world in his hands, and somebody may be singing that, maybe thinking that on a regular basis. That may be a song that keeps playing over and over in your head. If that's you, you can put a comment. You can put 2 hands up in the comments if you want. Share with others that's your energy coming through there. I do feel very stable energy here, very practical. Something you can rely on. I keep getting that. Very dependable, reliable, certain, practical, fun. There's fun here. There's definitely fun energy. There's connection. There's a sense of ease because you fit in. This person fits in. This hobby fits in. Whatever it is that's going on here for you, and it's going to be different for all of you, whatever it is, it feels right. It feels good. All right, let's move into your 5th house here of pleasure, the house of Leo, which is ruled by the sun. All right, 6 of Pentacles. Awesome here. Very balanced energies around you. Now, you may be looking at something that's happening right now. We have this Ace of Pentacles. It could be an offer coming to you in your home life or your family life. And here in your next house of Leo, you could be receiving or accepting this offer. Interesting. Again, this could be you being invited to do something, to go away with somebody, to spend time with this new person, to connect. And you find that to be a bonus, a blessing. It definitely brings peace and harmony to your heart and soul. You know, even though we have Pentacles here, this feels more emotional. It feels more like personal relationship, but take it as it resonates for you, because I do see some sort of financial balance, abundance, opportunity coming in here for you. Again, this feels like somebody being asked or invited to participate in something. Now, you might have to put a little bit of money in, like you may have to pay your own way. You might have to pool your money with others. I'm also hearing pooling your energy. And that's P-O-O-L-I-N-G, pooling. To bring this all together. So you could be going on a vacation where everybody pitches in a certain amount of money for gas, for food, for lodging. Okay. Or it could be a cruise and you pay your own way. But it feels more, well, it feels both ways. But I'm also hearing like somebody says, hey, why don't you start coming over for coffee in the mornings? Okay. Or why don't we go together, go to the gym together at such and such a time. It feels like a routine, a new thing that's being offered here that's going to make you happy. It's going to stabilize the relationship, the situation, and it feels like everybody's equal energy. All right, so I'm back here to this Imagine and Envision card here. And what was it? Thinking outside the box, thinking differently. Are you resisting a solution because you haven't expanded where you're getting ideas from? Don't know why that was brought up right now, but there was a connection for somebody. Definitely. I felt you connect to that. All right, let's move into your 6th house, which is the house of Virgo, which is ruled by Mercury. And consider, talks about your work and your health. Page of Pentacles. Again, something new, a beginning here. More than just the idea. This is the taking of the action. All right, so this is whatever you decide to do. It's balanced. It feels good. Work related, again, I'm not getting like anybody going to work every day. I'm getting more like a hobby, a side job, moonlighting even. So you may have a job already, but you may be doing something else that feels good on top of that. Work related, okay? Again, I feel like it's a hobby. If this is concerning your health, things are coming into balance. It may be a slow process. It may be a learning process here. I'm getting you're receiving some sort of blessing too. Virgo is about the house of service to others. So this may be you giving back here too. Or as a way to balance the energy. So here's an offer. It comes in. It's a blessing to you. You counter with a blessing. Maybe you're blessing somebody else here. You could be helping them out financially. You could be helping them out physically, emotionally. There's some sort of give and take here that keeps things nice and balanced. All right, let's move into the house of Libra, which is about your partnerships, ruled by Venus. The 3 of Wands, your future in... Oh. All right, very unusual energy just came through here. And I heard very specific words. And that made me go, whoa, ooh. For somebody, and I do not feel like this is for all of you. I just heard somebody say, the future looks pretty bleak, but that's pertaining to partnerships, to business. Somebody's got a negative viewpoint, and Spirit wanted to draw that out, wanted to draw attention to that. Your viewpoint of what you see out here, what you see in your future is what you're going to grow, what you're going to bring to yourself. So if you think the future looks pretty bleak, that you're going to be doing all of this on your own, guess what? You're absolutely right. You will be. Now, for most everybody else here, this is exciting. Your future looks exciting. There's possibility for partnerships, relationships, collaborations. Yeah, I mean, it's there. And it does depend on how you view this. Okay, it looks pretty calm out there, but we can see the very beginnings of some waves. And she wants to go surfing, and there's a breeze coming in. So something new, something refreshing, waiting for the energy to build, waiting for the waves to build. If you look out and you're thinking right now, well, there's nobody out there to collaborate with, there's nobody to build a partnership with, I don't have a romantic relationship, however it develops for you, whatever your focus is, if that's how you're viewing it, give it time. Give it time to build, give it time to, I'm hearing, crescendo, to come up, to build. It's kind of like, you meet somebody and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm going to marry that person. Wait a minute. What? You haven't built a relationship with that person yet. So if you're looking out there and you're saying, well, there's 50 million people in front of me, and and I'm not connected to any of them. Well, no, you're not. But what do? You have to make that first step. You have to make that offer. You have to take that action. This is what it is right here. You have to find a different solution. Okay, this is the house right here where this oracle message is pertaining to the most of you. Not everybody, but most of you. All right, there is a solution if you are seeking a romantic partner, a business partner, a collaboration. Open yourself up to seeing things differently, maybe talking to other people, different things. Maybe you've been looking in the same place and you don't even realize that there is no solution there because it's always going to be the same answer. This may mean needing to talk to new people, turning the channel, getting out a notebook. I'm seeing somebody literally getting out a notebook and just scratching out some ideas of where you could find new partnerships, new collaborations, new businesses, new romances. Again, I'm hearing that message that came out in the reading the other day about the relationship, the energy between and the relationship. If you are seeking something new and you keep going and finding partners in the same place and they aren't working out, you go find someplace different to meet these people. All right, let's move into House 8, which is your House of Scorpio, transformations, changes, your secrets, what you share, shared resources, any inheritances. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. House 8, ruled by Pluto. All right, we have the 9 of Wands. You're not giving up on someone or something here, but you don't have much hope. And again, I'm getting that it's in the partnerships, the romances, the collaborations. You don't see help on the way. I'm also noticing here that this little fence that you've built to protect yourself with, the wands that you had, that's not very reliable, not very sturdy. So if you've got some sort of, I'm hearing it's a blockage and it's something you've built yourself. It's flimsy. It's a flimsy excuse. It's a flimsy defense. Interesting. Because the thing between the 9 of Wands and the 3 of Wands is 6 Wands, which is success. All right, so your perspective of what you expect. Do I expect a good partnership? Not if there's nobody around me, okay? And I'm not willing to take the action. There it is, right there. It's use your imagination and picture what it is you want so that you can move forward. You have to take the action. You may have to be the first one to take the action. All right. I'm also hearing you're not giving to somebody. You're not giving your energy, your time. You're not talking to them. You're kind of either ticked off at them about something or you don't trust them. All right. I don't know what that's about, but I just got really bad chills from my waist to my tippy toes. There should be a change coming here. And I'm hearing that the change is going to come in your perspective. How you view your life, your world, the people around you, what you're doing, what you want to invest your time in. All right, let's look at Sagittarius, your 9th house. Ooh, there's going to be something unexpected coming your way. And, this is funny because this is your higher learning. So this could be a spiritual awakening. This could be an educational leveling up. Graduation. Understanding. I mean, this is all about understanding. This is like, aha, I get it. I see it. Oh my gosh. I see where I've been putting things aside that I should be taking action on, or I've been squirreling this energy away and it's just wasting. Somebody's already come in and taken what's yours and you didn't even know it was gone. Okay, that's an analogy. That's basically you have been burned, hurt, or disappointed through some sort of partnership or collaboration in the past, because this is about shared resources here, and the changes that come from the shared resources. Actually, that was in this house. This is you understanding finally that what you've been holding back on, what you haven't been contributing to, but you thought you were putting energy or protecting your heart. Let's look at it this way, okay? You have been protecting your heart. So you've been keeping yourself closed off. So that's something is behind that door. And what is behind that door is your emotions, your feelings, your happiness, your joy. And what you don't realize, but you're about to, is that somebody has already gone in there and taken your happiness, taken your joy, taken your heart. You don't own or possess any of those things anymore because you gave them up to somebody who hurt you. I hope that makes sense. I know somebody just got that. And there's your aha moment of, oh my gosh, I have been letting this person rule my life, my energy, my time, taking from me something that belongs to me. And I've been giving it away freely without even being aware of it. So that's about to change. That is about to change. Please keep in mind, we could be talking about one person over here and somebody completely different over here. Okay, this does not all have to be about one person or one situation, and very seldom in life is anything about one thing only. It's everything together. You are not just the person that people call you by your name. You might be a mother, a brother, a teacher, a child. You might be a baker. You might be a sewist. You're a conglomeration of things here. So don't think that these readings have to flow and that the only person we're talking about is one person. Now, if that's what you're focused on and that's what the message makes sense to you that way, that's fine. But for those of you who might be confused by the reading, those are things to keep in mind, okay? Not just with this reading, that's any type of tarot reading. The messages come from the collective, from spirit, from your guardian angels, from everybody that's out there, all the energies of the universe. And I'm only like a radio. I'm picking up the tune on this as I dial in. Sometimes it fades out. Other times it becomes strong. It may or may not be the same channel that I was just tuned into. I hope that makes sense. I know it did. All right. I hope it made sense to you. Let's look at your house of reputation, Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. Okay. And Saturn's wreaking havoc in a few people's lives right now. Not really. We like to blame Saturn, but Saturn's really nothing more than the disciplinarian, the one that says, hey, wouldn't it be smarter if you just did what you were supposed to do so you don't have to keep doing this over and over and over again? That's all Saturn is. It just brings things back up so that we can deal with it. And until we do, Saturn's going to throw it back at us whenever it can. All right. Let's take a look here at your house of reputation, house 10, which, oh, wait, we're on 9. How did I get lost here? No, we're on 10. We're on 10. Don't mind me. 4 of Pentacles. You're protecting what you have earned, but you're also resistant. You're not opening up. You're holding things back. You're not willing to share with the rest of the world. Now, you think this is creating peace, and harmony and balance, but this energy is not. Okay. Now this is your reputation. So you're blocking emotions. You may be blocking your feelings for somebody. You may not be opening up about how you feel about somebody. And that could come across as, I feel romantically towards you. I like you. I care about you. But it could also be, I'm upset with you. Or I want to know more about this person that I've encountered, but I'm not willing to open myself up to go talk to them. I don't want to look foolish. I don't want to be laughed at. I don't want to be ridiculed. And I also don't want to be misunderstood. Now all of that is coming through here right now. And I can understand the feelings. However, when we keep ourselves locked up in a little change purse, a little cage that protects us, guess what happens? We end up with only 4 pentacles. We can't grow. We become stagnant. We're isolated. And it's nobody isolating us. It's us isolating ourselves. So use caution there. I do hear somebody trying to preserve their reputation because you feel like somebody has hurt you, spoken poorly of you, done something against you. And look, this is directly across from this Ace of Pentacles here in your 4th house, 4th house. Your house of home and family. So I was wondering what that element of protection was. You may be trying to protect someone around you, but this is your reputation. So maybe you feel like somebody has misunderstood you, somebody in your home life, somebody close to you. This could be tied to this energy over here where there was a disagreement, a disparagement, a discrepancy. All right. So you're kind of holding back here. You're not really, I think you're about to get an aha moment, though, concerning this. All right, let's look at your 11th house of Aquarius, your friendships, communities, tribe, groups. This is ruled by Uranus, very deep, dark, distant energies here. Look at this. The 3 of Swords, I'm getting that this is in the past, and you're trying to heal from this. You're no longer in the throes of the disappointment. You just haven't moved past it. You've locked your heart away. It hurt too much. It was too big of a disappointment. They shouldn't have said what they said. They shouldn't have done what they've done. And I'm just going to sit here and protect myself. I'm not going to open myself up. Right there is the heart of your whole reading. Okay, so different things. Good things are happening because you are finding the solution. You're opening yourself up. You're more willing to check things out. But here, there's something else going on that you're holding back on. And I do feel like these are different energies here. So it could be there's somebody here you're moving away from. You're not spending as much time with them. You know, there was a disagreement. These things can shift. Okay? The 3 of Swords does not mean that somebody hurt you. It could be disappointment. This person's moving away. This person has a new job so that they can't spend as much time with you, or vice versa. Okay? But I feel here that somebody did at some point create a situation that was disappointing, hurtful, or whatever. The balance can be restored. And in fact, I do feel like it was. Like you may still see this person. You may be more than civil, but you're still holding back. You're still trying to protect yourself here. You might still have to deal with fallout from whatever did happen. So like maybe you're just trying to figure out how to move on without this person without that energy that you used to have, that positive, happy energy. All right, let's close this up. Let's see what's going on with your behind the scenes in the house of Pisces, your 12th house, ruled by Neptune, okay? Dreams, fantasies, Deep, deep, deep emotions. Justice, look at that. You are feeling a need for justice, but I'm also hearing that it's coming, okay? Justice is coming, but it's only going to arrive if you look at things differently. Take a deeper dive and find the balance within yourself. Can you be the person who justifies why things are the way they are, why you feel the way, dealing with your emotions. Not having to justify it, but literally looking at your emotions and saying, I have a right to be upset. I have a right to be disappointed. I have a right to be angry or happy or feel love, and still have those energies of needing to protect yourself. But you can't keep yourself in a cage. So justice is coming, balance is coming. I'm also hearing if there was something that did happen negative, okay? Somebody said something disparaging, there was a discrepancy, your reputation's on the line there. Karma's coming for that person. You don't have to worry about it. I feel like they've already started getting their own. And this may be why the energy has shifted here between you and them. And why you just don't have that much time. Now, I'm also hearing, what was that I just heard? I lost it. I completely lost it. Somebody might be getting their karma. Nothing you need to really worry about. Oh, I know what it was. Spirit was saying that you're coming more into balance. Okay, so if something was taken from you, a person, a relationship that felt really good, a new energy is moving in here for you to kind of balance out that loss. All right. Let us go ahead and get you an angel number here and close this out. You've got 4 5s. Clarity. There it is, the Tower moment. All right, there's going to be a great transformation, big changes, opportunities. Life is going to move forward pretty quickly here, and you just have to go through the process. You have to give things, time heals all wounds, okay? Keep in mind that you are never a victim of your circumstances. Rather, these situations are meant to benefit you in some way, okay? So lessons learned. If that were not the case, life would be pretty dull. You are about to set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to this shift, okay? So one door closes, a new door opens. Everything is going to work out for the best. At long last, you may be accomplishing what you set out to do, but you have to start with the action. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. All right, let's do 2-letter dice here. Whoa, that was pretty aggressive. And it just turned to a wild. Edmund, Emily. I'm hearing Aesop, like the fable guy. Desiree. Reed, Raphael, Reese, Rosita, Clarissa, Casey, Sophia, Fesselman, Dale, Medi, Romeo, it's also a wild. I'll re-roll both of these. All right, Ewan, New Mexico. Nellie, Sunny, Sean, Sharon, Lopez, Jose, Horseman. Oh, that just brought up a tarot channel that I used to watch. I haven't seen anything from him in a long time. Dan, Devin, Ron, Hearn, Steve, Sven, Di Paola. I think that's how it's. I'm seeing it. Di Paoli. I just heard Doppler. Spurduty. All right. Pleasant. I'm getting that as a name. All right. Ralph. Roland. Radius. Raven. Nevada. Spain. I'm going to roll both at the same time. All right, I'm getting the initials JG, but I'm also seeing those the other way, GJ. Like, that feels like George Jr. or Glenn Jr. Jackson, Knoxville, Neville, West Virginia, Chan, CHAN, Chicago, chlorine, maybe it's Corinne, Lynn, Lonnie, Nettle, New York, Heather, Hazel, Newton, and that's what I've got for you guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Until later, I'm wishing you much peace, love, and happiness. Bye-bye.